If you like the idea of owning an ultra-fast super saloon, and the BMW M3 is, shall we say, a little too popular, the Mercedes C63 too radical, and you just can't find a brand new Audi RS4, then Lexus has the answer, the brand new IS-F. You could probably guess the script. Massive V8 engine, rear-wheel drive, 420 horsepower and paddle shift. 0 to 60 in 4.8 seconds. And get this, the top speed artificially limited to a mere 168 miles an hour.
What about this engine? It's a heavily developed all-alloy 5-litre V8 with 417 brake horsepower and 377 pound-feet of torque. Amazingly, that's only par for the course these days, and with its 6,800 limit, this Lexus is not nearly as high-revving as its edgier rivals. But no matter, for that torque punches the IS-F along with sometimes terrifying vigour. Hit the critical 3,600 point on the rev counter, and an extra inlet port unleashes a snarling beast of a V8. It never ceases to thrill. The true test of a car in this class seems to be how fast it will lap the world's race circuits, and Lexus has done its share of track development. The chassis is lower, much stiffer, and, depending on your skill, can, via the simple expedient of pressing a couple of switches, be set up to power slide with the best of them. More importantly, it's a well-balanced proposition on the road. A very firm ride on these 19-inch alloys, and bespoke Michelin certainly, but immensely fluid through the bends with great weight and precision to the electric power steering.
There's plenty of room to win barroom arguments, but this transmission has no less than 8 gears. And yet, put your foot down, and there's a delay of a second or two before it all kicks in. Far better to switch the lever over here and change gear manually for those really quick-fire shifts.
Yes, the IS-F comes with automatic transmission, but though BMW and Audi drivers may sneer, remember that Mercedes, Maserati and Aston Martin get great results with this form of gearbox. In the Lexus you have a choice of 3 modes: regular automatic, sport, which speeds up the shifts, and manual via those paddles. And in real-world driving, and by that we mean away from the racetrack, it's everything most performance drivers could dream of. The paddle shift works brilliantly well, cutting out the torque converter in all but the first gear and providing lightning fast upshifts and downshifts that blip the throttle to get the revs just right. Yet if you feel like a little less input, one of the 2 auto modes will be a fine alternative. Is it 51 grand good though? There's some real suppressed aggression from the outside, with a more pronounced bonnet to house that V8, more length to the nose and tail, and a lower stance. It's such a pity though that Lexus has sold itself short with these dummy aftermarket exhaust outlets. Inside, the IS is still not the roomiest of cars, and the fascia, despite the blue dials, too understated for its own good. But the seats are big, supportive and squashily comfortable. With just 150 examples reaching the UK in 2008, the Lexus IS-F wins hands down on exclusivity. More importantly, it measures up absolutely in other respects. Different, certainly, but immensely desirable all the same. The good points? There's that angry V8 performance, the flowing, balanced handling, and the relaxing high-speed drive. On the minus side, there's a limited range on a tank of fuel, those ridiculous dummy exhaust pipes, and the uninspired interior.